And now, the Big D and Bubba Weekly Podcast.
Big D and Bubba, they have a show 5 days a week, but they don't get to say everything that's on their mind, so they have an extra one, and that's how we get the podcast.
No.
The podcast.
Podcast.
Big D and Bubba's podcast. The podcast. The podcast. Big D and Bubba's podcast.
To the snoring dog.
That is the cutest
It is.
gold ever.
Adorable.
The snoring dog.
I mean, it's so Three Stooges.
It is. It is. Three
So
Stooges is the
cute.
best way to describe that. That's
So
awesome.
cute.
So love me some Three Stooges, man, on a Friday night, Saturday night.
I remember like you and your boys used to watch that all the time, like back in the day.
Yeah, I'd never heard them laugh harder. So we had a like van or whatever, and they had screens in the seat headrest. And we had everything: Pixar, Disney, you name it. Shoot, man, I don't know, it was a road trip, and I had bought the like CD or
Like a
DVDs.
DVD of like all their best.
Yeah, and I just kind of put it in there. I couldn't hear. They had headphones on, so I didn't even know it was on. All of a sudden, they start laughing. I've never heard before. It was so guttural and hard. These kids thought that was the funniest thing ever.
I mean,
and it is. It's great.
They've never been, especially nowadays, we're in that world where everything has to be gentle and we can't, there's bullying and all that kind of stuff. If you look at the Three Stooges, the whole show is all three of them bullying each other, where they're, doing the eye pokes and and all that silly
It's
stuff.
just dumb stuff. And
It's so
just-
dumb and physical fun. I love that kind of comedy.
Yep, me too. It's that's the reason why they did so well. I got really kind of into not a history of the Three Stooges. There's like 5 of them, I believe.
Larry, Curly, Moe, Shemp,
And so
Curly left, right?
yeah. So which ones are they're related? They're brothers.
Larry, Curly, Moe were the originals. Then
No.
no?
Curly was not the original.
What?
You had something Joe. What was his name?
What?
Yeah.
I remember. Yes.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, there was a Joe.
Yeah, it was
Joe
Joe.
Besser.
Yeah, but what
Joe's
they called him something Joe. Or
I'm pulling it up right now. So you had Moe Howard, Shemp Howard. So Moe and
hey,
Shemp.
Carson. Good morning. Afternoon.
Moe, Shemp, and Curly
Hi.
were all
Good to
brothers,
see you. How are
apparently.
you? Yeah, they're all brothers.
Yeah, Moe
they're all
Howard,
brothers.
Shemp Howard, and Curly Howard.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
But they're not real brothers.
2 of them are real brothers.
Moe Howard's last name is Horwitz, which is the same last name as one of the Beastie Boys. Shemp Howard.
And Cher in Clueless. You're welcome, ladies. Finally, a reference we understand.
Yes, yes. And Jerome. So Curly and Moe were actually related, I think.
Okay. Anyway,
Then you had Larry.
so I'll get it. I may watch that tonight, man.
Moe and Shemp were actually brothers.
Moe and Shemp are brothers.
Yeah.
All right.
Are they?
Carson, what's the dumbest
It
thing
doesn't
you've heard us talk about today?
Right now.
Is it this? Can't be this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when do you like talk to your like girlfriends and stuff, and do you ever what's the stories that you tell about us?
About you guys?
Yeah, I just feel like it's God.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Listen, girly, you just won't believe it. Today they talked about
Listen, girly.
Yeah, that right there. I will go home and tell them that tonight. No, no, usually it's something like, oh my gosh, we were talking about something on the show today, and it's just more
it's just
like
not-
recounting something that I thought was funny.
Okay, so it's okay. So this
Yeah.
is what you're saying is what we just did today with the Three Stooges. This is rare. We don't
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
do this dumb of content. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Well, thank you.
Schaefer, what do you tell your girlies? You say girlies.
Hey, girls.
Well, I don't have girlies plural.
Hey, girlies.
So
Hey, girlies.
wife will be like, hey, how was the show today? No, I'm good. Everything's fine. Yeah, it was a long time ago. I don't remember. I've moved on to the next thing.
What a weird life we have, though. I mean, seriously, like people constantly walk up to us. I'll go to have like physical therapy. I've been going for my arm. So I'll show up and they'll be like, so how was the show today? That was good. And then that's always the answer. That was good. And then they say, what do you guys talk about? And I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
And that's the weirdest thing. I thought I was the only one, but I love that you guys all said the same thing too.
I never remember.
It's like if somebody walked up to you and said, "Hey, what conversation did you have at 7 a.m. this morning?"
Yeah.
It's
you
also
don't
a
know.
weird thing when people ask you, "How was the show today?" Bro, terrible. I can't believe I got a paycheck.
It was the
Yeah.
worst.
Like,
ever.
I mean, yeah, I'm always like, I don't know.
There
I
have been
was
times
good.
where I would answer and be like, I wasn't on today. I wasn't great today. Or, things didn't flow. But for the most part, it's like, it's fine. It's good. Rarely is it great. I mean, and that's no. But what I mean is that
Thanks.
No,
I
no,
appreciate
no.
that.
Let me explain. Any show, it's just hard to achieve that.
You guys ever seen Three Stooges? No, I know what you're saying, and that's our goal too, is to be consistently good every day with some greats thrown in every once in a while.
Yeah, you have moments of great. Yeah, it's like flying. It's like flying an airplane. It's moments of, everything's going good. Every once in a while, you have great, something really cool happens to you. And then every so often, you have that rare little occurrence of, holy crud, everything, the wheels fell off. Literally, one time the wheel fell off.
You had a wheel fall off?
No, we didn't have a
What's the
wheel fall
worst mechanical issue you've
I think
ever
we've
had?
talked
just
about
by
all that.
yourself?
Mechanical by myself. I had the radios go out, and I lost all my panel, and I had my backup on the eyebrow.
Oh God, I forgot about
Yeah,
the old Garmin.
remember the old Garmin 396?
390. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that was so refreshing to.
You know how you guys want me to fly in 2 months?
Yeah.
Not happening. Bye. I'll see you guys off to the airport. Bye.
Did you see the thing with the wheel that fell off the other day, and
Stop
then you got
it.
the doors that fell off that
Stop.
Sure did, Bubba. Sure did.
She probably has a thing where it's like anytime there's thinking aviation news, she gets alerted.
Yeah, I do. And then I read everything and I watch all the videos. And yeah, air disasters, sure, watch that all the time because
Really?
I need to go in informed as to how
I-
I'm going to die.
I could never watch that show. I see it on all the time. I'm like, no.
I binge it like a self-loathing. It just, oh my gosh, it's horrible. But I can't look away because I need to know. I need to know what's gonna kill me.
This afternoon, we have a city killer asteroid flying towards Earth.
Stop it.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
That's the one thing you can always count on Bubba. He'll tell you about your asteroid watch.
It's about the size of a football stadium, and it's going to be passing by this afternoon. So
I tried to
listen to
see-
this podcast in entirety and make it the last thing.
I tried to see the. You ever seen the space station flyby?
Yeah, didn't it
No.
come by the other night?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
No, I've never done. I
haven't either, but
I've
I
tried
forgot about it.
and I never know which one is the space station. I never know which one's a satellite. I know I have that app on my phone.
No, it's pretty obvious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
that's
It's
what people have told me.
It's quite a bit lower. I feel like it's a lot easier to see than a satellite.
Oh, okay. I saw the best shooting star meteor that I've seen in a long time. Remember, I told you during the Geminids about a month ago how I would sit outside and I would catch like 60 of them over the course of an hour and a half or so. I saw one of the better ones during that meteor shower. I saw one that was comparable. Probably one of my top 5 meteors that I've seen yet. It came in really hot and green. It was a green meteorite, like a shooting star, and then it exploded, and you could see it go poof, and like all the stuff, like it looked like fireworks. It was so pretty. I'm like, that's awesome.
You have problems getting
All
dates. I don't know.
Yeah, there we go.
You're open up with that.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Dude, I mean, shooting stars are cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I used to
meteorite
go-
is a shooting star. Is
Right,
that
that's
not
what I'm
the-
saying. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. So I used to go out when I lived in the desert. I would drive. I had that remember the old green Ford Ranger?
With the Band-Aid on it?
Yes, with the Band-Aid on the bumper. I used to drive that thing out into the desert, and I would lay down in the bed, and I would put I had the old first-gen night vision, the tube, and I would put that up, and I would just stare at the sky. Dude.
You see all kinds
You'd
of
see
stuff. It's
stuff
wild.
all over that
Well,
you
I
couldn't see
remember,
with the naked eye.
Sorry, I remember your brother-in-law, who was like all into the government and like works for the government and military,
UFOs
all
and-
all that kind of stuff. And we're like, so are we alone? And just kind of joking. He's like, I'll just say this: get some night vision goggles at night and look up in the sky. I was like, okay, I need to do that.
It's crazy the stuff
Do I
you
really
see.
want to do that though? I don't know.
Crazy the stuff you see.
Did you use yours? You still using yours?
I don't know where mine are. I lost them in the move. I know that's terrible. I had a whole box full of optics, and I can't find any of that stuff.
Didn't you lose your winter boots too?
No, just one.
Just one boot.
Just
That's
one
right.
snow boot.
One
Yeah.
boot.
Right now, your ex is going, I don't know why I have this one boot. I'm so
One
this.
boot.
And this whole box called Optic, I don't even know. Throw the whole thing out. I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff in there. I couldn't tell you.
It was his. It's probably all junk.
It's all junk.
Yeah.
It's
If
junk.
you knew how much those optics cost.
She doesn't. She doesn't have any idea how much things
I
cost.
bought those.
You kidding me? Hey. I
Zinger!
mean, literally zero idea. None.
No, I mean, that first
How
gen.
much is the mortgage? Couldn't tell you.
The first gen optics were very expensive back in the day. I'm trying to skip past all that.
That's fine.
I want to say, I mean, just because I bought them when I was single, so I had a little disposable income. I think I paid $3,000 for them back then, and they're
Lord.
yeah. I mean, but dude, to be able to say you had night vision. I mean, nobody had that.
To have I didn't have $3,000 back then.
No, right?
Yeah.
It was when we first started. Actually, it was before we were even doing the show together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a long time ago.
What you do? Got you early OnlyFans you got kicking over there? When's the last time you been on did you go on a date? Last night, didn't you?
No, me and Frankie hung out.
Oh,
and,
okay. Gotcha.
watched The Hill, which was a good movie.
Yeah, Dad told me it's great. He told me it's Christian and I like it and it's good. You should watch it. I'll watch
It was a great story. I mean, look, if you're looking for something where, the guy, he doesn't lose faith and he believes in himself and all that, it's a great movie. But I would rather watch, what's the one where the guy goes and rescues everybody off of the ridge? You know what I'm talking about? The guy who played Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield.
Oh, no.
Huckleberry Ridge?
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw
Yeah.
Ridge. That to me is more of if you're talking about somebody who does not lose faith and stands true to what he did. I mean, that's amazing. What was also the one that Angelina Jolie directed? The one where the guy's captured by the Japanese during World War II and never, breaks, never wavers, and then ends up. He was like an Olympian.
Yeah, and he has to hold a plank or something over his head. It's a real story. I saw it.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Kathy and I saw it at the theater, I think.
Movies directed by Angelina Jolie.
He was
Unbroken.
Unbroken. Yeah, he was a prisoner of
Unbroken.
war. And
Louis Zamperini.
That's it.
He spent 47 days lost at sea with 2 dudes, and crazy.
That's a great story. It's unbelievable. Schaefer has an update on Darius.
Yeah, this came out very recently. An arrest affidavit's been received by news outlets in Nashville. Was arrested nearly a year after he was found with, psychedelic drugs during a traffic stop in Franklin.
Psychedelic?
Okay, do you have an update?
That's what I'm.
Psychedelic?
Yeah, I'm looking at this, and this is looking weird.
Yeah, everybody
Wait a
was
minute.
they were saying, oh, it was just probably simple pot possession, blah, 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 blah. Let it go.
They're saying there was some pills. Found 14 unstamped grayish and purple pills and THC.
That sounds like my kind of night.
This is the best line. Police said they also found a blunt on Rucker. I like that one too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Rucker told police his girlfriend gave him the items. He did not know where the pills were. Oh, he got caught holding.
These are not my pants.
Oh, these are not my pants.
Dude,
not
I used
my
to
pants.
love, what is it, Live PD
Live-
was my favorite show.
On Patrol Live now is that when
But I don't get that channel.
you got to get
On Patrol Live.
Peacock has it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't want to pay for Peacock. I pay for so much already.
I know. Dude, I know. You're talking.
Yeah, but if it's your favorite show,
It is my favorite
is it
show.
not worth $6.99 a month?
The pills were tested as a psychedelic. So here's what actually happened. So this happened February 19th of last year. He wasn't charged until they found out the identification of those 14 pills, found that it was a psychedelic. So that's why he got booked and charged yesterday.
Oh, so it's an old thing.
It's an old
so
thing.
dumb.
It's dumb.
Really
So he
is
had.
dumb.
So they found some pills.
Yeah.
And then it takes them how long to figure
A
out?
year. Almost a year.
How does it take almost
What?
a year to figure out what a pill is?
Dude,
Systems are very bad.
This
Somebody.
this sounds.
That sounds like a witch hunt.
I don't like this at all.
Do we need to start a Free Darius campaign?
I mean, jeez. Why is everyone coming against our guys?
It's
It is. It's like an attack on country music.
I know. I agree.
Yeah, but that's why when I was reading it, it seemed odd. I'm like, why is this from a year ago? That doesn't make sense. And that's why.
I don't know. I got some ZQL in my car right now. Hope they don't pull me over. I'm gonna get me a really nice, comfortable quilt tonight. Gonna watch the Three Stooges, pop a couple of ZQLs.
Well, but your dad's
mutter under my breath about
your dad's a pusher though with all his drugs, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? I just got a little headache. I can take you. Want to take something? I'm like, what do you have? Pulls out a pill. He has a drawer, and they're like in it. It looks like Marilyn Monroe who lives there. Pulls out and takes all these things, and we'll take this one. Well, what is this? What's a
white one?
Isn't that Advil?
Mercury?
Like, no, it's not Advil. And then they have like things. You can look up what a pill says. Yeah, hey, police, you can look up. You can just Google it.
Well, they said it was unstamped.
It was unstamped.
Oh, it was unstamped.
Yeah, so that's why they didn't.
It was
have
a home
Google.
batch.
Dude, give it to the new kid and see how he acts.
Yep.
Give it to the rookie. Hey, rookie.
Here you go.
But see, what's funny is that he was saying it was his girlfriend stuff, and he has since broken up with that person who then threw shade at him yesterday.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
She tweeted out something about karma.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's
Okay.
144 episodes of On Patrol Live, and I have only seen half of one.
I'd
Of
rather.
On Patrol Live?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since Live PD, they've done 144 episodes.
Yeah.
And
Friday and
only
Saturday
two
night.
seasons. I
It's on
feel.
Peacock. Get it.
There's your $6.99. Go,
It's
bro.
worth it.
So-
It's worth it.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch Paw Patrol.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And then-
no.
Oh, yeah.
So back in the Live PD days, I can't speak for On Patrol Live. I don't know how close it is, but it felt, the half a episode I did watch, it felt very close.
It's very close. Same people.
Man, it is one of the best times you could do watching TV. It's so much better than Cops. It's so much better than all those other ones because
I don't know.
the
Cops, come on.
the unpredictability. Now, I do love Cops. Don't get me wrong. I love Cops because it's edited great. They're not going to put a bunch of the dumb stuff on there. On Patrol Live, Live PD, they're going to put the dumb stuff because that's the beautiful thing is it's totally unpredictable. It's happening right
Right
then,
now.
and you
There
don't
is
know if
what's
what's going to happen.
What's the delay?
He said it was about a 15-minute delay. That way that you didn't have, showing a body or something like that. If something went bad, like let's say they show up for a suicide attempt call or something like that, or domestic or whatever it may be, they didn't ever want to show something bad like that happening. Yeah. But the other stuff, I mean, the actual arrests and
These are not my pants.
dude,
That I'm there for.
always.
I watch
This
that all
isn't my
day.
car. Whose car is it? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? How are you in this car? How did you acquire the keys?
I always enjoy when guys get picked up with like a hooker of how they explain it away. And it's the same
What do
every
they
single
say?
time. I believe that there are things that every human on planet Earth says. One of them is if you have options for, is it more of A or more of B? Every single person, 100%, always says, it's a little bit of both. Everyone says it. The other thing that everyone says is when you get pulled over and you have a hooker with you is, I don't even know, I'm just giving her a ride. That is 100% what
Literally.
they all say. It's what I would say. It's what you would say. It's what you would say.
How many drinks have you had? 1, 2, 3. 2.
Two.
It's always two.
Two. Had a couple.
Just
couple.
2.
Just two. Yeah, it's a great show, though. It is the best.
All right, so maybe I will have to give them my money.
Peacock's on it.
I'll have to get
I
rid
mean,
of whatever else. I have to look and see what I'm not watching right now. Like I wasn't watching Philo for a while, which is where I get my History Channel shows, like the Food That Built America and all that. I kind of got away from watching all that, and I was about to cancel it, and then I went on and I saw that I had all these episodes in the little online DVR. I'm like, I can't get rid of this. So I've been trying to kind of play catch up, and now I have to go get another thing.
By the way, enjoying this Daryl Hall and John Oates hoodie that Bubba's Madison Square Garden.
Dude, it's a great hood.
This is that's nice, man. Did you pick that? Where'd you get that at?
Some little music store. It was like a little, like a Goodwill for music kind of thing. Where you have all those CD places or record places where it's all the old stuff and you go pick it up. They had like old concert things in there, and this is
Yeah,
what I
they had how size is that? Is it a big one?
double X.
Oh, all right. Isn't
It's
that
a
old?
small double X. No,
Oh.
it's not that old. It's February 28th, 2020.
Oh, I didn't know they were still playing then. What Carson? Thinks that Simon and Garfunkel? Who thinks that those guys are still playing?
Well, they're not anymore. They don't like each other. They've gone through weird cycles. Hall & Oates, one of my favorite bands. Like, I love them. The Apollo concert, if you ever find that anywhere, stream it. It's amazing. They go through these cycles where they don't get along, and then they get along, and then they don't get along, and now apparently they're trying to sell off the catalog, and they don't agree on who has what ownership.
Yeah, one of them is trying to sell the catalog, and the other one's saying, not so fast.
Man, I think sell it. Take the money and run.
Right?
Take the money and run.
Schaefer, I'm sorry, I went to you. I'm having to do the camera today. I went on you, and you were wiping your mouth like
the barbecue.
Like you're a vampire just finished feasting. Sorry about that. All right,
you want to put the camera on? Because there's the food that I'm working on right now.
Martin's barbecue. So good. Thank you, guys. So good.
I like the Punxsutawney Phil on Groundhog Day shirt.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
It got very good response on the social media.
Did the rodent, what it is, groundhog, did not see its shadow.
Yeah, again, it doesn't make sense to me.
It's a backwards.
Hey, I want to check something real quick.
It's always been backwards.
I want to check something real quick on the YouTube channel. I'm going to turn this up.
I'm working on right now.
Yeah, it just says, you guys got the volume down low? I don't know what it is. Garrett's not here right now.
Yeah.
So Big D's running everything, so I don't know how.
We're just happy it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
we came real close to me punting and not even doing this. I'll tell you that. Because I was like, do we have to have this? Is there something I can do, man?
Did you see your duck also said that it's going to be a shorter window?
Really?
Yeah, but
what's it called?
Scramble the duck?
Yes.
I think.
Oh, what's the one that we loved so much this morning?
Oh, the Cluxatawny Henrietta.
Cluxatawny, yeah.
Cluxatawny Henrietta. Yeah, there's all these other animals.
Yeah, Lucy the lobster thinks we're going to have a long winter.
Broads.
They're frauds. It might just be cold water.
It's true.
I mean,
that's true.
A little confused there.
Frauds.
Oh, I thought you said broads.
No,
I did too. I was like, no, that took a turn.
Brenda the Broad says.
Hey, look at the broad over there. Hey.
Brenda the Broad. It goes back to your hooker thing.
Wow. Do you know her? And she always goes, I know him. She totally throws him under the bus.
I know him.
Like, what they should do is, like, whenever you, if you're going to hook up with a hooker, the first thing you should do, like, if I was a prostitute and I was getting picked up, I would open the door. When you found out that they're not a cop, I would go, okay, here's the story. My name is Betty, and you met me here, and you're taking me to my house over on. By then, the lights are on, so you don't have they're pulling you over. Yeah. So that's about how much time you have. So you got to get your stories quick.
Well, officer, this is my friend Betty. I'm taking her to her house. She lives over by the bridge.
Yeah, by the bridge on the park.
And then they separate you. Yeah, and then your stories match.
And she has to go, okay, tell me something that only you friends would know.
I live by the bridge. Oh, okay.
This is what I love about the podcast. I was not expecting Dee to give advice about hookers on the podcast today. This is great. It's fantastic.
I don't know. I mean, it's the world's oldest profession. Yeah. And so,
George Washington used hookers to help us win the Revolutionary War.
Yes, he did. And you'll find that out in this, what's it called?
Turn
Turn
is a great series. It's on A&E if you've never seen it. Start from the beginning. It starts a little slow because they didn't know where they were going at first. But as soon as you get into it, I think it's like only 4 seasons because they can only tell the story of the war.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's got great closure. You see everything kind of unfold. But yeah, they were using these prostitutes, and they would sleep with the German commanders and all that. I said German, the British commanders, and they'd be like, "So, tell me about more of your heroic things." "Oh, well, I am doing this, and we have another 42 ships coming on Thursday."
Such a dude thing.
Yeah, braggadocious.
We're so stupid.
So they would just turn around and just tell the Americans, "Okay, so they got 42 ships coming on Thursday. This is going on, and so-and-so is a spy."
And he lives down here by the bridge in the park. Just give me a ride.
like back in the day with prostitutes, did they like pick them up on their horse?
I think probably anywhere. I think they were hanging out at the bars.
Did you just do the Monty Python coconut?
I did. Yeah. I did the Monty Python coconut.
No, they would hang out in the pubs more.
Yeah, there'd be pubs.
Do you know why they did the coconut?
No.
So Monty Python.
I love.
So
I can only hang on another 5-10 minutes.
Monty Python.
I can't
They were
hang on.
doing
no
this,
blinkers or anything.
I'm gonna eat more barbecue.
They were doing this movie. They were like, "Oh, we're going to do this whole funny movie," and they couldn't afford horses.
They had no budget.
They had no budget, and they shot the whole thing like in a week. And they were like, "We have no horses," and they're like, well, what are we going to do?" And somebody said, "Well, I don't know. Let's get 2 coconuts and make it sound like horses clip clopping." So literally, they had a guy run behind him.
Well, it's so brilliant.
And it
So
became
good.
a great gag. It's, I mean, here I am all these years later.
Let's go with Carson with reaction.
Carson?
Carson, so far, how's the podcast?
It's it's
the show
happening
today?
today. It's happening.
So far, we talked
I
about
mean,
Three Stooges,
hookers, Three
hookers.
Stooges, coconuts,
Darius and drugs.
plane
Cop shows.
crashes. This is a good time, y'all.
You know,
Meteorites.
every day is a different thing. I mean, that's what's beautiful about us is you're not going to get the same old, and you're not going to have all the boring
So when
stuff.
I call my girlies tonight,
Hey, girlies.
Popping your Z-Quill.
yep.
Tell them, hey, listen, girl, I got about 45 minutes before I start riding this wave.
Oh my, y'all! I was on the phone with my best friend last night, and we were on the phone for like 3 hours. And I could
3
tell,
hours?
Yeah, you know, like we get on the phone like once every month and a half, and like just do a massive catch up section. And she about 45 minutes until I hung up, so we'd been on about a little over 2 hours at that point. And I can hear, I'm like, oh, she been drinking the wine. Because then stories started spiraling and like not really having a point to where she goes, where was I going with that? And I'm like, all right, well, my phone's about to die, so I got to go. Talk to you again. Yeah, it's like, you know, like the first 2 hours were good, and then it's like, oh, that bottle hit, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. You hear clink, clink. Clink.
Yeah.
That's the danger of alcohol is by the time you realize you're drunk, you're already
It's
way
too far gone.
overdrunk.
Too far gone.
Because
Yep.
it takes so long for your body to kind of go into it and metabolize and all that, yeah. Like, and I could, on my ex, I could tell when she, like, she's still fine. She feels great, but I could see it in her eyes. I could, because, you know, when you're with somebody for so long, you can totally know that it's time to go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
And the problem is when you're sober and they're not.
Yeah, and then they
you're
get mad,
still-
and it's like, no,
it's
it's
not even mad. There's
time.
like, everything's fun and slow and smiley and giggly. Oh, okay.
There was a certain look I would go, oh, I'm going to be holding her hair in less than
Yeah.
20 minutes. We've got to get out of here.
Is this where she starts asking you questions like, how does our cell bills get paid?
What is our mortgage payment?
Do I have insurance? I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, you know what team I'm on.
Yeah, you're on team.
I'm on Team B.
TB. Oh, adorable.
The video's even cuter.
Yeah.
That is like the cutest thing.
It
That's
really
gotta
is.
cure a disease. That's so adorable.
It's great.
Cures
this
a podcast. That's what it does.
Well, this was the podcast.
But now it's over.
This was the podcast, but now it's over. But that's okay.
It's
'cause
okay.
You can listen
People are
to
like,
the regular
finally,
show
God.
on the radio every day. It was the podcast.